good. I guess I better do it once around just to make sure. But yeah, it's like... Yeah, that's the one that really gets me the most. Like, you could call me a hypocrite for saying, "Oh yeah, I hate kids. I don't want kids of my own." Blah blah blah. But cancer is a very scary thing, as is, and I don't think any child should have to go through something like that. Because that's basically like, okay, well, kids are supposed to be able to grow up, learn, enjoy life, laugh, play, and, if all their childhood is spent going back and forth to hospitals and doctor's offices and these scary, horrifying situations where they're being taken back into this bright room with all these strangers, it's it doesn't make any sense to me. I forgot to add a kitchen table. Probably should have tried to put maybe do something in the basement, like add another room. I don't know if you can really or not. Okay, so I almost... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I almost doubled what I paid on it. I forgot I was like this. I was up in the pricey range now. Yeah, it's fine. I half-assed this one just because I've been talking about religion and shit, but now I can focus on my place for at least one section. I might do the bathroom now. Haven't really decided yet. I should. So, in my bathroom, let's go tile floors. Which one was it that I liked? Was it the green ones I liked in one place? Let me try this one, see how it looks. Yeah, I like that. That'll work. Yeah, I completely forgot I was gonna add like a rug or a carpet to that main living room, but it's fine. Okay. Light green might not be bad, but I don't know, maybe not for my place. How would this look? Kind of feels darker, but I think it'll be fine. So, I guess another thing that, well, I'm going to keep adding to it just because there are too many examples of it. For a lot of people, well, depending on where you live, like, different parts of the world, they've got their different beliefs and all that. And for the most part, it does kind of seem like it's just a standard of living, like trying to implement the concept of be good to one another, treat others the way you want to be treated, which in those circumstances I could say it's like, yeah, if you need to basically resort to faith and religion to live by those standards, if it helps you, fine. But when you start getting to the point of judging others by those standards, it's where it really gets out of hand. Like saying, okay, well, my beliefs say that if you're good, you go to heaven. If you're bad, you go to hell. But if you've been good your entire life, but you're gay, you still go to hell. It's like you're a person who, did good deeds, you donated to charity all your life, you volunteered to help the homeless, you donated blood, you even at one point in your life you ran into a burning building and saved a family from burning up in a home, all these good things. But because you are a man who sleeps with men or a woman who sleeps with women, that automatically says, well, once you're gone, you go to the bad place because that's not allowed. And yeah, it just makes zero sense. And even more so when it goes to talking about those who are different, like even talking about those who are transgender. Biologically you were born one gender, and then at some point in your life you decide that you're born in the wrong body, I guess is one way of putting it. At one point in time, anything like that, or hell, even the being gay, those things would have been viewed as, well, depending on the time frame or the point in time in life, one would have been seen as a sin, and you would have been killed for it. Or at a different point in time, it would have been seen as, you're not right in the head, you're going to an insane asylum. And which, well, I think one of the most recent ones would be the what they call conversion camp, is what some religions refer it to. So like basically trying to say, well, that's the gender you're supposed to be, so now we gotta basically rewire your brain so you think the right way. I think that's probably one of the worst. Well, shouldn't say it's one of the worst ones because they're all bad. Depending on how you look at it, one's worse than another. But it's like those conversion camps. You're basically telling the conversion camps are usually for like the very young ones, which, you know, that's a whole other can of worms trying to, you know, try to, you know, tell a kid who's still developing that you're broken or there's something wrong with you and you need fixed. Because, like, with that, there's a couple different problems with it. One is, you know, for these kids who are young, subjectable, confused, being told that, and, you know, trying to deal with it, and then also having that feeling of, you know, I don't feel like it's wrong, but you're saying it's wrong. Kind of feeling like you're ousted and that you've got nowhere to go, and can lead to those two end up taking their own lives, which is another one of those deals of religion saying, oh, you were gifted life, that's a sin if you decide to throw it away. Another ridiculous thing, just because, you know, if we were all made to be perfect and in God's image or whatever the bullshit is that they say, if we're supposed to be like that, then why on earth would they, or why would it be possible for people to have those thoughts of, like, well, negative thoughts, and oh, there's a light switch. I need to get rid of you. And of course I say that because I've got living with depression for most of my life and been taking stuff to treat it, and is that enough light? I feel like I should have more. So for someone to live with those hardships, with, you know, the negative thoughts in their head, and, you know, at some point, you know, succumbing to those negative thoughts, like basically not wanting to suffer with them anymore, it just doesn't feel right that, you know, okay, well, you had this suffering for your life, and now you go to hell for eternal damnation for the rest of your life. It's like, where on earth does that make any sense? That door doesn't open, right? Alright, let me go ahead and add another lamp or so. Alright, now if we turn that on. Okay. So the one argument you could make like that, well, I shouldn't call it an argument, example would be, like Robin Williams is one who ended up, you know, someone who spent his life making people laugh, and then you know, the one time he had hardships, well, he had hardships for more than just that, but yeah, it was just to a point where, you know, he lived his life, he was manic. Oh. Sorry, Tubbs, you've been kind of ranting to myself. I didn't notice you there. Hope you're doing well. Kind of a, well, interesting session I'm doing today. Just working on renovating houses. Let me grab a door here. I think I'm done with the bathroom now. Oh, not too much. I've been, well, working on buying houses, making them nice, flipping them to make money so I can get bigger, better houses. And for me, at least, I've been talking about, well, some people celebrating Easter, and then those who are non-believers or don't know if there's anything afterlife and all that. Talking about stuff like that. Let me grab my next house since I finished the bathroom here. Oh, the house that's hiding something. I just realized what that one is. I'll get to that one later. Okay, abandoned house for renovation. State is not specified. Owner lives abroad. If you buy it, please contact the Home for You real estate agency. Oh, wrong button. So, dirty house that needs fixed up. Oh no, that's my house. Go back. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, that one did look... it can be a bit time consuming. This is one that I've had a couple streams where I played like 3.5 hours, and all I did was like one or two houses. It starts off fairly simple. Like, you start by doing jobs for other people, so the houses are basically already done. So all you'd be doing is going in to clean up or paint or, knock down a wall or put up a wall. And then once you get enough money, you can actually buy a house and do whatever with it you want, and sell it to make money so you can buy a bigger house and just keep doing it that way. So it is kind of fun. You get little perks along the way, like stuff that'll help you paint more or clean up better. Usually it's, the parts that are tedious are getting all the walls painted in each room. So yeah, we'll see what the secret is with this place, if there even is one. So I usually get, like, the houses are fairly cheap because you gotta go in and clean them up. But you do get this amazing Swiffer duster that will pretty much take care of all the dirt and grime. You just run it across a couple times and everything vanishes. And then you got a lot of trash in here you just gotta go over and pick up, get rid of. I don't think I've seen a corner cabinet like that before. And this bathroom's actually pretty big. Alright. Down into a basement. Oh, is this multiple rooms of a basement? Hey. Oh, you could have a separate... Oh, 2 bathrooms. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. I feel like it does. If not this exact title, there might be a different one. This one's called House Flipper, and I feel like a lot of times if a game is available on console, there's usually a PC version. So yeah, I feel like you should be able to find one. Or if not one exactly like this, there's others that you can get that would do about the same thing. I had been on a bit of a go around lately with different simulator type games. So there was this one, and then there's another one I played that was called Gas Station Simulator, where you're basically running your own gas station, filling up vehicles, like buying stuff to put in the inside the store to sell like chips, drinks, and all that type of stuff, and eventually like expanding to do like a car wash, a repair shop, and just a bunch of other crazy stuff that's pretty fun. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell everything in here. I think I'll try to make this one a full-fledged redo. Just get everything cleaned out. That bed might actually be salvageable, so I'll see about that. This is actually a really big room. Let me grab my Swiffer here. Start doing some cleaning up and see what can be saved, if anything. So yeah, it's kind of like the whole deal about games where you're doing uh doing jobs without actually having to, you know, leave home, actually have the job, or uh, any other responsibilities associated with it. So I would say that like the gas station simulator game is a good one for something like that, where it's just like you could just pop in, run the store for a while, and it's incremental. So eventually you get to a point where you can, um, basically have other people doing the work for you, and just make the little progressions like that. This is another one that's pretty nice too, where it's like, well, it does give you the option to save. So like if you're in the middle of something and you need to quit, you can, leave and come back to it later, so you're not stuck trying to get everything done in a short amount of time. Alright, so game claims I got everything clean. That's not the case, because I can still see something. Oh, was it up on here? Okay, now it's all clean. And with something like this, it kind of gives you, like, if you want to be creative with it. So yeah, depending on what you're in the mood for, there are a lot out there, and like most of them are ones that are better on PC, so you'd probably have a better luck with them that way. And like I said, it kind of depends on what you're in the mood for. So like if you want one where you're buying houses, like doing whatever you want inside of them and then flipping it for a profit, this would be a good one for you. If you want one where you're owning a gas station and want to sell items that way, the one that I want that's not available on any console I have right now, is your trading card shop. So it's like a knockoff of Pokemon. So you're buying the cards, you can open them up, or you can, have stands in your shop selling the card packs individually or cards individually, pricing them out. I think a newer one that came out not too long ago is like a video rental store. So you're buying old VHS tapes and selling them or renting them out to people. And oh, I didn't have the right thing. Okay, there we go. So yeah, there's a bunch of them out there now, and one of those deals where they really shot up in popularity during when everyone was stuck at home during COVID. So everyone was playing those, doing those. There are some, well, one thing you'll have to look out for is the knockoffs. Like there's some that are going to be very dirt cheap, and they'll have the similar name to the popular ones, but you just have to really keep an eye out, because yeah, there's those that they'll look like the legit thing, but when you actually get in and try it, you'll find out pretty quick that it's not. I think the trading card one is a big one that on like the Switch and the PS5, it shows that there's different ones available, but they are the cheap knockoff ones. So the art on them basically gives it away, where it's, you know, it looks like it was AI generated. They all have the same basic template, like it's, you know, some hot woman on the front of it, like someone who should not be anywhere near a, you know, trading card shop. And yeah, just the whole thing about, you know, the font looks the same, like something made it, not made by some individual person, but like some AI. They might be passable, but most of them are just usually cheap knockoffs that aren't really, like, they're clunky to play and don't have really much content to them. There is one game that I recently got on PS5 that is a PC original game called the Coin Game, and that is one where you're basically visiting like your aunt and uncle on an island, but all the inhabitants on the island are robots. But there's a like, the main thing is that it simulates old arcade machines, so like the ones that give you tickets for playing, and then you can redeem those tickets to buy, or like redeem them for prizes, like, you know, a stuffed animal or a glow stick or something like that. And I've been playing that one and really enjoying it. I kind of feel like I should just make a bedroom down here, to be honest. So a toilet, a washer. Could even put a bathtub down in here, to be honest. What is this for? Is this just a sink? So I played a lot of it when it first came out. Like I said, it was originally on PC. The trophies for the PS5 version are kind of ridiculous because it wants you to, like, there's a survival mode in it where it will keep track of like your hunger level and your stamina and stuff like that, and basically if you run out, you die. And it wants you to play for 100 days, which is a lot. But then it also goes a one step further, and there's a place where you could go where it's like a fair or a carnival going on. So there's different carnival games you can play and carnival rides you can go on. And for some of those trophies, you have to do it 500 times. And yeah, it takes a lot of time, and, you know, basically you'd really have to invest time into it to really enjoy it or anything like that. Yeah, it does have a nice deal to where you can, well, the thing is, it basically gives you the full ride experience, so it has you getting onto the ride, and then you going on the ride, and then finally getting off the ride once you're finished. It does give you the option to transition, so once you're done, or, you know, once you get done to a like certain point, you can skip it, but it still takes like a few minutes each time, or not a few minutes, but like 10 to 15 seconds, and depending on what mode you played on too, because on the survival mode, you start each day at like 7 a.m. or so, but you have to make it back to your home by like 8 p.m. or you're breaking curfew, and more or less getting yelled at by your grandmother. Or your aunt, or I can't remember who it is. Alright, let me do a tub installation. I don't think this one will fit. Thanks to the washer. Alright, try the standard. So yeah, it is one of those deals where I don't want to let me do that. Oh, duh. Okay, now I can. So, in that game, I think I put in like 30 some hours, and there's only like 5 trophies I needed to do to finish it up, which was, let's 100 carnival games, 100 carnival games, 500 carnival games, 100 carnival rides, 500 carnival rides, and then surviving 100 days in survival mode. So obviously didn't get through those, just a little bit too much for that. Alright, I think I'm gonna grab some wall tiles to put in here. Let me try the light green. I was gonna do it in the other one, but I didn't, so let me do it in here. But yeah, there's a lot more to it than just the games. Like, it is basically like a point of making money. Like, what you're supposed to be doing in the coin game is, like, you would play the arcade games to win tickets. You take the tickets to the redemption counter to get prizes like your stuffed animals, and then you could take those or other things that you've come across in the game to the local pawn shop and get money, and the money you get will go towards buying groceries to feed yourself, feed your fish, and feed I think his name's Jerry the Goose. It's Gary or Jerry, I can't remember which one. There's a failsafe in that where if you don't feed Jerry, I haven't had it happen to me, but I feel like that's what happens is he's got a food meter or hunger meter, and if you let him get too hungry, then he will attack you at night and it's game over. So yeah, a lot of stuff in the game. You can do odd jobs as well, like you can mow a person's yard, you can do a paper route, deliver pizza. And eventually, like, if you earn enough money, you can buy vehicles of, different values. Like, I think that you start off with a bike, and it's okay to get around, but it's slow and it takes stamina. or an energy. But you can eventually get a golf cart. Yeah, like a golf cart, a little race car, a minivan, and eventually you can make enough money to get a Lamborghini and go around very fast. And yeah, it is a game that a lot you could do in it. The only downside is that it does look dated. It's a game that I think it came out on PC I feel like it's been several years. It might not have been that long. At least feels like maybe 5 years or so. And so it does look dated. Like, it's not the cleanest graphics. Like, I think this even looks better compared to it. Controls, especially on console, are pretty clunky. It's probably plays a lot better with the mouse and keyboard. So I enjoyed it when it came out. Other people who have played it basically trashed it, saying like it's not a great game. Like, they almost like the people just didn't really do anything with it, which is not true. I think they put in a lot of effort into the game. It's just, yeah, it's a little rough for being a simulator game that's I think aware of itself is the way to put it. Alright. Do need to do a little bit more in here, but let me... What else am I missing in here? I need a lamp for sure. Oh, here we go. Oh wait, no, that's the sink, right? Yeah, I don't need that. If you're doing the jobs will have the specific tasks and goals. Like, it'll tell you, like, you know, if you're supposed to be tearing down a wall or just cleaning up, or like if a wall needs to be a certain color. For this part, like what I'm doing right now with the house flipping element, you're basically free to do whatever you want. So I think the only real limit would be expanding. Like, the borders of the house are as far as you can go, so you can't just, like... Well, let me double check here. I'm assuming not. I don't think you could. Like, with me being in the basement here, I couldn't just break down this wall and keep going, since that's the outline of it. These walls I could, because they're connected. Oh. Actually... Wait a second. Looking at my mini-map here, it said something about a house was hiding something. Hey, what's this? What do we have here? I think we just found ourselves something. I really hope there hasn't been any others like that. This is the first time I've noticed that, where it's like, I was talking about it and it's like, oh, tell you what. Just found a little secret. Are these valuable? Okay, $900. $100. How much is that? Alright, move this out of the way. Okay, $100. Whoa! $56,000. I almost feel like I should... I can't keep it. That's the only downside. I wish I could just, like, put it into an inventory and take it back to my place. But if I keep it in here, is that going to raise the value of the place? Okay. Alright, well now I gotta rethink, because I was... Well, this would still work out. I can maybe turn this into like a nook for a bedroom. But yeah, this is... It's uncanny that you're talking about the, like, what you could do, and I'm like, oh yeah, you could break down stuff, or well, no, I can't break this down, but this wall here, and then it's like, oh well, this says that there's a space in here, and I would have been oblivious to it. I would have not even thought about that. All right. So, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it in here right now. I'm going to basically make this basement into a, well, it's already a second bedroom, or a second bathroom down here. So I'll make this a bedroom. Actually, what I could do is kind of like a joint bedroom and living room with as much space as we got. Yeah, that was pretty nice that happened. I should have known better when it said something about the house with the secret, but you just never know. Alright, so I do want to go with a carpet down in here. So let's get that done. Am I going to be able to reach over there? Probably not with the way I've got things right now. There we go. Alright. So... Actually, if I have... Yeah, if I put that back... and put the bed there, I think that will work out. But yeah, I want to... For now, I'm going to leave it there and see what the game says. Will this fit, or is there going to be like... Oh, it's like... It's going to feel a little weird because it's just... The bed's just big enough to fit in here. Okay, I think this'll work. I do want to paint these walls, though. Alright. Should try to do more, like... Oh. Back to paint. Oh, we did the lime green in there. Let's do like sky blue. Don't think I'll need all that much. Sky blue might look nice with the... Oh yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, yes, the potential buyers is what's on the left there. So like the top one right now is a family, and then it's like different types of people. Like one of them's like a guy who's like a single bachelor. Another one is just like a college student. So it almost makes it feel like you're doing a live stream of this home renovation and they're watching, and every so often they'll make a comment about what's happening in there, like if it's something that they like or they don't like. So you can kind of like take those opinions or comments and make changes, and yeah, you basically do that to appeal to the potential buyer so that they're willing to, you know, bid higher for the place when you get to the point of getting ready to resell. So like I've done some before where it's been a very small place, so I haven't really been focusing on like the family one. Like there's some of them that say like, you know, the deal breaker for them is like if there's only one bathroom, they need a place that's got at least two. And then there's some that have been like, well, I don't need a big kitchen and I just need one bedroom. So that's basically what those are. So kind of just appeal to, like, depending on who you want it to try and sell it to. Like the smaller homes, obviously you want to just try to sell it to a single person. Like a medium-sized place would maybe be like an older couple who might have grandkids visit sometime. And then, you know, a place like this could be big enough that you could have it for a larger family. Alright, so yeah, this definitely looks a lot nicer. I was originally just gonna do like put a wall up in here and make it like a tiny bedroom with the bathroom, but now that we found out that this was a hidden compartment with some valuable stuff in it, yeah, I think I'll probably, like, there's a family with a grandma. I think this, even though it's stairs, so you know, you could argue that stairs are bad for older people, but I kind of feel like just doing it that way, like kind of like an old-timey living space here for her. Probably wouldn't go as far as like making a what was I trying to say, like a complete like mini kitchen area in it for her as well. I could put this up against the wall if it will work. You know, since she's an older lady, would need a little bit more access. Could put this up against the wall here. Does that work? Not quite flush. Alright. Is that... or is that on the other end now? We'll call it good. Because now, what I can do, since it's an older lady, oh, we should get a ceiling fan in here for her too. That would probably help out a lot. I'll put it like right here. And then oh, isn't there an older TV? I thought there was an old TV. Or is it under appliances? No. Okay, let's do this. There we go, old TV. Oh, that's a Halloween decoration? Okay. Well, I'm doing it that way. Okay, so... try to find some more stuff to put around here for her. I was kind of thinking about putting a cabinet over there, so... let me... I'll do that. I was kind of thinking a coffee table, but maybe not. Okay, let me go back to cupboards before I get distracted. Because I was gonna go for like the old-timey stuff. And that's not quite what I was looking for. Oh, well, this would work. Classic chest of drawers. Could put that here. I need the wardrobe. Oh, could do a classic secretary for her as well. Alright. I think it's stylish. Yeah. Pretty big, but it'll be fine. Alright, now go back and grab some plants here. Can I put that up on the parent? Oh, that worked. Just can't do it on that one apparently. Or on anything now, for some reason. Let me get a smaller deal then. Still won't let me. This one will work. So I'll put you there. Do a little fern. Will that one go on here? No. Don't know why. Alright. Let me put in the bathroom door before I forget. Oh shoot, I haven't even put in the lights in here. Yeah, the only thing is that, yeah, all this time that I've been working on it, this is just the basement. Still got the whole upstairs to do. But that's one thing that's kind of fun about it. It's like, it can be a little time consuming like that, but it's still enjoyable. Let me see here. Probably go with the cubes. We'll put one there, and then the other there. And then I need a light switch. Probably shouldn't put it over the tub for safety reasons. So I'll put it there. I wonder if I could have put something there, but that's alright. Alright, so this part's done. I don't know if it would let me put it in here. I'm gonna take a look. Oh wait, where? Oh. I was kind of thinking I could put some storage stuff down in here, be a little clever with it, but well, I guess let me take a look and see what other sized ones we've got. Oh, that's another thing I was gonna put in here is a bookcase. Do we have room for a bookcase for Grandma? Grandma! Oh, I guess if I put it up against the wall here. There we go. Oh, maybe I probably should put it there. That's gonna look a little bit better. There we go. That looks better. Alright, now let me look for those little cupboards, if there's anything. I think this was way too wide. Oh, actually, down here it might work. We do that there, and then if we do another one like right next to it. Yeah, that looks good. Put up another, or, well, put up some more paintings. So yeah, I'll do one there. Or is that good? That might be good. basically call this basement done. I guess if this is the only thing on the back wall here, I'll move it more in the middle. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. The bathroom's done. Got a nice little chair there for grandma. For all I know, this might not even be what it's used for. Oh, well, lighting, yeah. Good idea. Let me put in some more light. Yeah, the ceiling lamps. You know what? We'll go fancy. I guess like right in the middle here would be fine. I could... Oh, actually, let me just do a couple here. One there. Or not. Oh. Okay, one there. And then one here. And then... Oh, the light switch is here. There we go. That looks nice. And there's a ceiling fan here that kind of circulate air since it is a basement. Of course, you look, well, don't look here. If you looked at this, you would think this was like just someone's bedroom upstairs. Alright, basement done. So we'll close that. Call that good. So this is basically going to be like a living room. Oh yeah, I think the bed was okay. Living room, kitchen area here. And then a big bathroom. And then, yeah, just gotta paint walls, put in stuff. So, yeah, did quite a bit downstairs. Might not be too much to do for the upstairs, to be honest. Depending on how much space there is on the sides here, might be able to put in... oh, well, put it up against the wall first. Might be able to put in a couple nightstands on the sides. Grab the radiator here. Alright. Got that. I think I was needing one in here. And a new toilet. So... Are they saying it's fine? Or should I... How much is this? Oh, yeah, this is junk. We need to definitely get rid of that. And I'll probably go ahead and get rid of this too. I was gonna get a bigger sink for in here. I guess since I'm already working on it, we'll just do this room next. So I definitely want to get different floor tiles because those look grungy. And we'll go the light blue in here. Did I do that in the other one? I can't remember now. There we go. And then the walls, we'll definitely need to do something different with them. Oh, that was the first thing. Alright, wall tiles. And we'll go 2 shades of white. Oh, basic white? Okay, thank you. It's like I could not remember. It's like I just did that not too long ago, and I'm already like, what do we do? This actually might be... I think I'm gonna go with another bathtub in here. I think I will... I'll sell the shower, put in an installation for the bathtub, and do like one of those big oblong ones. Let me do the walls first so I can get that done and forget about it. I could, well, if I really wanted to, I could try to... Well, probably should have done it with this, like adjust the walls so that way I could have... Make one big room into 2 smaller rooms. But I think I'm happy with this for now. It's gonna be 2 bedroom, 2 bath. And then like a nice big living room with a kitchen. This is the part where I'm like, when I'm doing stuff on the walls, because it takes so much longer, that's the part where I'm usually like, I shut my brain down and just, you know, copy paste, not even think about it, just do it and relax. So yeah, I think I was talking, well, I was trying to talk about it earlier, and I kept getting distracted because of how it was a funny discovery that, well, that painting was $50-some thousand, and I decided to keep it in there. I will see, like, I can kind of cheat the game a little bit by saving beforehand, and then I can put it up for auction, and if I don't like the price, I could just quit out of the game, reload. At least I think I can. I don't know if there's if the people put in a autosave after that or not. But if I didn't like the price, or if the price of the painting didn't influence the pricing of the house, then I could sell it and then basically go from there. Because yeah, that was like $50-some thousand for that painting, which is a good chunk of money. That would be, you know, that would be like half the price of some of the houses. Yeah, so I'll try to do that, at least as long as I don't forget. Before I go to sell, I'll save and then see what the asking or the offering price is on the house, and then if it's really good, I won't worry about it. I won't just back out. But if it's not as much as I was thinking it would be, then I'll reload, go back in, and then assume that I can sell the painting, get the $50,000 from that, and then I'd still get the same asking price. So that should be good. Yeah, I feel like that's a good spot for a bathtub. So let me sell my extra tiles I had. At least I hope I didn't have any places I didn't have it for yet. Sell the shower mount. Probably could have a bath and shower in here, but we'll see what it's like with just the bath. Okay, bathtub. Yeah, I want to pretty much just put it up against this wall here. Or it would be better against this wall. Probably this wall. There we go. And then go back to bathroom and tubs and yeah, it should be fine. Oh, right. I forgot to do this again. Alright, now let's try it. It would have probably looked better in the other one, but I'm fine with it. Okay, so I do need a sink still. And I was going to go for a bigger sink. And I think there would actually be enough room to put in a washing machine. So, try that. Alright, so... yeah, I'll go with a big fancy sink like this. If it will fit. Yeah, it should. Was that hanging? I didn't realize that was hanging. Alright. Well, let me go ahead and... right, I need a toilet paper holder. There we go. And then... should be able to just put in the installment for the washer right there. Alright, and then washer. Kind of a deal now where it's like I don't really have room for anything else. I could hang stuff, or I can put well, yeah, let me get a mirror in here and then the lamps, and I can put in some hanging cabinets and I'll fill it out. Let's go with this one. Try to get as close to the center as I can. And we'll stop it. Yeah, I like that. Alright. So the family is still kind of interested in it, but the person on the top of those comments there is the one who will be buying from us, or the one who will have the winning bid at the end. Alright, so we turn on the light. Okay, so I think if I go back to the cabinets, or cupboards, I guess, I think there were some hanging ones. Might be down near the bottom. It's like, why are those ones rounded? That feels weird. But yeah, if I get like these big ones here. So storage space for towels and whatnot. Kind of bare bones in the corner here for the bathroom, but oh well. Yeah, good enough for me. Out of this room. Yeah, we'll just do the bedroom next, and then we'll finish up with... I do feel like I could divide this one up, but we'll just make this a big master bedroom. Alright, so I need... Let me put in the lamps first before I forget. I'll go with the reflector lamps for this. So I'll do one here. And one there. Turn on the light. Should be good. Alright. Now, I need... we could put a desk in here. Actually, this would be a good spot for a desk. And then we need like the big fancy wardrobe. And what's gonna be better? Having the wardrobe here. There we go. And then chest of drawers. Putting that like here. Oh, yeah. I was glad to have you stop by and was able to talk to you for a little bit. catch you next time. Let me go back to walls. Paint. Do this morning yellow in here, see what it looks like. And I'm not sure what to feel about it, but we're gonna go with it. So, who wants more depressing talk? Maybe not. We'll see. Oh, well, I think whoever was here is gone. So, So, as far as our state goes here in Kansas, I'm not sure exactly how it ranks as far as like states with religion. We are one state that did insist on including in, well, when it comes to like the study of evolution, yeah, we were one state that, I guess, I don't know if it was insisted or was required or what the whole story is about it. Kind of rambling, but so there's Darwin's theory of evolution, that we evolved from like primitive life forms, and then there's like the creationism that, you know, we were created by some, you know, higher being. Yeah, one of the states that had to do that, it's been made fun of in like entertainment. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, I was gonna see if these would fit. I feel like, oh, just barely? Oh, no, they'll fit. All right. I was gonna say, if there's any state that is worse than Kansas as far as, you know, separating God from school or, you know, anything like that, Texas is one that's pretty adamant on, you know, saying that well. Like, enforcing, well, maybe, I don't know if enforcing is the right word, but, you know, Pledge of Allegiance is done at, well, in most schools. But I think, wasn't it at the Capitol in Texas that they had a 12 Commandments monument in place? I might be remembering it wrong. I feel like that was what it was, but like I said, could be wrong. Alright, let me grab a chair, and I might even do a floor rug in here. Okay, so I think our bedroom here is done. So all that's left is our big area out here for the living room slash kitchen. I'll probably just paint the walls all the same color. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I think there's one of those browns, the tannish color I like for the main living room. What do I want? This light vanilla for some reason does not look right. Let me play around with it, see if I'm right. I could be dead wrong, I don't know. Yeah, that is not vanilla. Like, if you're talking about vanilla extract, technically, like, because yeah, vanilla extract is like basically like very dark brown, if not black. But if I look at this, vanilla is not the first thing that comes to mind. People usually think vanilla as, you know, your white. If I see this, I'd say that'd be closer to like a milk chocolate, maybe. But, you know, talking about the religion stuff, there is one thing that we have here that's pretty much takes the cake when it comes to a deal that basically gives religion a very bad name, and that is the I think it's called Westboro. I hope I'm not saying the wrong name. I don't want to put the wrong people in, or highlight the wrong people, but I think it's the Westboro Baptist Church in Topeka. Infamously notorious for being very vile individuals. And I say that because, well, one, it's true, and two, just very fanatical believers. Like, if there's been a time where you heard of a group being so disrespectful as to, protest outside of a funeral, that's them. Their big thing was, being largely homophobic and very much against suicide. And so there's been those cases of, like, let's say, like, someone who had passed away or they took their own life, and instead of just letting the families and friends grieve like any respectful, decent-minded individual should or would do, they would send out people to basically just protest outside of, like, the funeral home or the church or the cemetery, basically holding up signs saying that suicide's a sin, homosexuality is a sin, and basically saying that, oh yeah, that person's burning in hell. And it's just, like I said, disgusting, very awful. As far as I know, they were I believe they even had some very bad comments about the victims of the September 11th terrorist attacks. Basically, like, I don't know if it's like the pastor or one of the main peoples of the church there saying that those who died in that horrific incident deserved it. Like, saying that they were all sinners or homosexuals or anything like that. And it's like, anytime a bad situation happens like that, whether it's an accident or an attack or anything, the first thing, or never in your mind should you ever be saying, well, those people deserved it. I was about to say, unless you're talking about a certain little orange retard, but let me hold off on that. Our kitchen. I'm gonna see if I can get this put in here. I just don't know what corner it's gonna fit, if it will. I feel like the windows are gonna really screw it up. Basically to the point of it's not happening. Yeah, that corner is definitely not gonna work. This corner's definitely not gonna work. Okay, so yeah, we won't worry about that. I could do the kitchen set with oven in a spot. I could actually do that, like put that here, and then up against the wall to my left, I could put the like kitchen counter with sink. It's not going to be the biggest, but because I also need to keep space open for the drawer there. What was the other sized one? Let me check that out first before I slap this down. Kitchen set with sink. That one looks a lot longer. Let me try it. Ew, that's way too long. It's like it went from one extreme to the other. That would have been perfectly fine if I would have put that there, but since I've already got this, never mind. Let's see what other ones we've got with the sink. There is this, but there's no back to it, so that technically won't work. Let me go with these, because I could get the cabinets and put them alongside here. That should work. And let me do it on this side, and I'll put the narrow one on the other side. There we go. That looks... well, besides that looking kind of unsightly. But you could technically open those doors and still be fine. So I think that is good. This... oh, well, I could put the table up against the wall and put some chairs up against it, and that would be okay. Yeah, let's see how that looks. Let's go with a table. I don't know. I kind of feel like a table out in the middle would look better. The only thing is that there's a fair amount of space out here still, where it's like, well, yeah, I don't know. I still kind of feel like I maybe not do that. Put a couch here, and you could put a TV stand here, but then you got all this space over here where it's like, what are you doing with it? Alright, I'm still trying to figure it out. Well, let me go ahead, buy it, or look at the sofas. If there's like one that goes up against the wall like that. Like, let's see what this would look like. Or is there not going to be enough room for it here? Looks like there's not going to be enough room for it here, so probably gonna have to say so much for that. Unless I flipped it over, but then it's kind of like... not really giving you much room over here. You'll actually have zero room. If I put it here... it's like if you were watching TV, it would be from there, so that wouldn't really work well. Alright, so maybe not this one. I could possibly do sofa standard and sofa fudge. It's like I could have this one just slammed up against here like this. And actually, not exactly great, but it would work. And then go with TV. Oh, that's where that thing comes from. Okay. You'll put the rolling TV stand like there. Put a TV on top of it. Make sure I got it facing the right way. There we go. Okay. And could put a little coffee table right here. I could just basically put it here. One person says, "What a lovely living room." The other one says, "No living room." So yeah, the only downside is that there's technically no table or no. Actually, would it be too weird? Actually, I think it would be. I was gonna say, what if I put a table in this corner here and I put the chairs around it? It's... Well, actually, let me take a look real quick. Oh, that's the door to the basement, so I guess... It's not the worst thing, but at the same time, it's like... Oh, the round table. I forgot about the, like, the different shaped tables. No. Oh. I just don't think there's really any good place. Even if, like, the circle table, maybe it would just be very tight fitting. Let me take a look and see what it looks like. Round table auto. Let's see how that would look. The only thing is that the person in the corner there would probably feel a bit cramped. Let's try it. Oh, well, that's definitely sticking out like a sore thumb. Well, I'm still gonna try it. I'll grab some chairs. Probably just some basic sliding chairs like these B-shaped ones. Yeah, plain white's fine. Alright, let me get these put in first. And then I'll move the table again. I think I'm making this worse than it needs to be. It might work. It's just that, yeah, whoever's sitting in the corner there will have to have the other person move out of the way for him each time. But it does work. It might not look great, but it works. Alright, well, let me put in lights in here. Alright, so yeah, I'll put one in this part. I guess we'll do one in the kitchen, and then one more above the living room here. Now we turn on the light. And that does light it up a fair amount. And then I'll put a couple paintings on the wall in this corner here, just so that way it doesn't look so dead, I guess. It definitely feels a lot darker in here. Is that on or off? Oh, that was off, okay. I do like how this looks. Nice big bathroom. It definitely feels empty. I probably should have just left it with the shower, but well, what's done is done. I don't even think if I flipped it over to the other side that you could fit the other one in there anyways. Nice big master bedroom. Living room with kitchenette. And I could put down appliances. Let me do that. Add to it before I finish up. Alright. Let me grab the microwave. Put it like here. No. We'll put the microwave there, and then the coffee machine like here. Alright, so yeah. Not sure how this is an oven, but I won't question it. Then yeah, little living area, coffee table. And then you go down here. A beautiful little, like, second bedroom with a very expensive painting on the wall there. I'll double check it to make sure. It says $56,000. And then nice little bathroom in here. Alright, so I do feel pretty happy about that. It looks like it's gonna be the couple that's gonna be interested in the place, so I think I got all the windows cleaned. Everything definitely looks nicer in here, that's for sure. Yeah, I'll go ahead and... Oh, I forgot, wrong door. I'll go outside. The front door kind of looks a little rough, but I think it'll be fine. I'll drop a save and then see what the going price is for the place. If I want to go back in and sell the painting or not. Alright. So 93,000 what I bought the place for, so hopefully want it to be over 200,000. So let's see what it goes for. 144, that's fine if it keeps going up. 150. 52. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 75. We're getting there. 76. Ooh. Yeah, 176. I feel like that's not. So, I'm going to close out, go back in, sell the painting, and then see if the price changes any. I feel like that's not. I feel like that'd be like basically the average price. So selling that painting, which I really wish I could just take it. And yeah, worst case scenario, if it like significantly drops the price, I'll just reload and try again. I don't really know what else I could do unless I threw in like a rug or something else. Just to make it look nice, I guess. I have a rug in the bedroom, but I hadn't done anything else. There's a carpet in the basement, which if there was ever a flood, that would be a disaster. I say as that's what I've got on my feet right now, living in a basement. Oh, does it just let me go back? I was gonna say, I did save, I do remember that, so hopefully everything else is fine. All I have to do is just go back. So I do notice that the one guy who was wanting it for renting wasn't happy that I put in a bunch of expensive electronics, which I understand because, you know, you really don't want to. Carpet purple. Oh, is this what I should have done for the actual carpet? Let's see what this looks like in here. Okay. And now I'm gonna go down, get my Starry Night painting. Make some money off of that. And see, what painting do I want to put up? It's like the most half-assed thing. Okay, so that's where I should have been doing carpeting. Every house I've had so far has had decent floors, so I haven't really bothered with that. Okay, so I will drop... Well, I guess I shouldn't do another save, because if it ends up being less, I want to reload again. Okay, so we'll start the auction. Oh, I think it is cheaper. But if I look at it, 143,000. It's definitely less. But the painting was worth 50,000. But their asking price with it in there was 173, so it was less. So I'm gonna leave it. Yes, it sucks I had to sell it, but yeah, I'm fine with that. Sell that, it's done. Like I said, it would have been nice if it would have been able to keep it, would have put it up somewhere in here. Still don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, you could just use this for storage. Well, I had something in mind, but I'm like, do I want to do it though? I am happy with my bathroom, even though the trash can phases through the door there, but that's fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and start working on the living room of my place. So yeah, I do want a hanging TV. I don't really need a corner TV cabinet. I would like this one, but it's way too long. So yeah, we'll just go with, I think it was this one was fine. And then well, what would make for the ideal couch? One of those corner couches? That looks like leather. I don't know if I like that. And if I put it there, That doesn't really work out, so I might go with those ones again. Oh, that doesn't look very pleasant, so sofa standard it is. Or not. Well, I guess if I do it that way. It's like, is there a way I could get this to work? Or is there like another sectional I could get? I guess I could do like that. It's not gonna look right. But it, yeah, I was gonna say it kind of fits, kind of doesn't. Whatever. Need to put this closer to the wall, though. There we go. And then, yeah, we could go with a little coffee table. I don't even think I've put up any lights in here yet. Alright, let's grab some lights. And I didn't hate that circular dining table, so I might go for that for here. What does this one look like? Or how about kind of a weird looking table, but might be okay. And if I grab some chairs. Alright, I think I can make this work. Oh, come on. 1, 2. Why does that one not want to fit? There it does. Okay, yeah. And I think for now I'm probably just gonna leave the work laptop there just because it's like right next to the entrance. I could put something else down. I think there was like a bookcase I could put in here. Well, actually, one thing I was thinking about was like putting a bunch of these in that storage room. If they would fit. I don't know if they would. I think that's gonna be... yeah, that's a bit too wide, so I can't use that one. This one might fit okay. And it's got lots of shelves for my my Pokemon cards. So I know I'm not, well, I shouldn't start on it right now, but because I found the carpet, I kind of want to know what it would be like if I found like a certain carpet pattern to use. Like in the bedroom. This one, it's like it kind of makes me think it's gonna be like the... oh, that might be worse. It's not gonna let me... it's not gonna be like the... yeah, because it's actually highlighted there. I was thinking like copy and paste, but I don't think it will let me do that. I think it's just all one piece. So that wouldn't really work, would it? Because I was thinking like... you know, a carpeted floor, but yeah, that just doesn't look right. So I guess we won't do that. Yeah, it's gonna be the fitted carpet, I guess. I could do blue for the bedroom. We'll see. I'm just gonna... well, let me resell this now. Wait, was it? No, here we go. So the question will be when I start working on the bedroom, I might, because to be honest, that one was kind of funny with like the book stand here with all the monitors and then like a big TV. kind of like overboard type stuff. I am pretty sure that that one that I was looking at would not fit in here. Nope, sure wouldn't. Not unless I knocked out the wall here, which connects to the garage. Alright. Yeah, I won't worry about that. Like I said, I could do that one. Have like the bed here, and then it could do like a tiny little desk on the side here, and then all of that. If I want to be insane. And then of course out here in the garage, I don't think I'm going to do anything else out here. This is probably just done. So I could grab a door. Oops. I feel like that would be the how you want that one. The lock on the inside, so that way, you know, if someone snuck into the garage, they couldn't get into here. I don't think I need a radiator in here. I'll probably get rid of that. If I could, I'd get rid of this window. I don't think it'll let me do that. How many of these could I fit? I had up against the wall, possibly 2. Okay, those will be too tall for there. Nah. Would these be the same? Too tall? Dang it. Could put them here, possibly. Yeah, I like that. And then I feel like in one of the next ones, if there's enough rooms, I should go crazy and like make one of them a is there a difference? They both look the same. I think they both look the same, so we'll do that. Oh damn, there's no room. Like make a library. I know I said I wasn't going to work on any more rooms, but I want to do this one real quick because I got an idea for it. It's like, okay, so since I am a collector, all my collectibles go in here. So I do need the big hanging cabinets there, so let me... Furniture, cupboard... There's these hanging cabinets small, but that might be too small. I was kind of looking for one that could go up to the ceiling here. I think I already checked this one. Yeah, way too big. What about the other, yeah, what about this one? Again, it's like, I want to put it up to here, and that won't work. It's the kitchen ones I need. Modern hanging cupboard. Would that look fine? No. Narrow hanging cabinet. Broad cabinet. Oh, hanging broad cabinet. How about this? Oh, this would work. Yeah, these are nice and big. Alright, at least. Because yeah, that's basically what this is. It's just like the most exaggerated storeroom you could think of. But now I'm like doing one on each side because I'm not sure exactly at what point will I not be able to fit anymore. In which case I might... Yeah, I could put one more in, but it's not going to be even. So, if I go back... If I did a couple of narrow ones, would that work? I feel like that might... At least with a tiny little gap in the middle. Yeah, it'd be a small little gap, but I think I could live with that. All right. Yeah, that's fine. I can live with it. Again, I kind of wish I could... Oh well. At least, yeah, can I just let me fill in there? Alright. So yeah, my storage room. Out to my garage. The living room's pretty much done. Could add like a little storage spot here, or I don't know, something. Not quite sure what all I'm wanting to do to finish up this place. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll probably just leave it for now. Come back to it. What was our next house that we're gonna do next time? Got over $500,000, so that's good. Okay, so this one, just because I didn't realize it till today, the pizza on the house, I think this is supposed to be the Breaking Bad house. Variable Woman's House, Unsatisfying Effect, Pink Kingdom. Like, some of these I'm assuming have other references as well, because, like, obviously the Home Alone house, and then the Breaking Bad house, because it says seller's house because he's a drug seller. So yeah, some of these could mean something, like the Unwaste house. I don't know what that means. Family house could be anything. Pink Kingdom could be Barbie for all I know. Just Married's house. It's like, yeah, what do they mean? I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, I'll probably just keep going, working on the next houses, getting everything cleaned up and selling. As long as we keep making profit on each house, we'll be able to get to the Home Alone house and finish it up with that. I've sold 11 so far, so we're over the halfway point at least. But yeah, as I had mentioned before, or I think it was just yesterday, gonna be doing my next Whatnot show on Wednesday, so it'll be April 8th, probably around 1 in the afternoon Central Time. selling Japanese 360 games as well as games for the Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, and then also a Japanese Game Boy Advance SP console. Not gonna be a big show. There's, and, it's just a little variety of stuff. Everything's starting at $3. Just something to do because I've only worked, as far as I know, unless they change it on me when I go in tomorrow. I work tomorrow and Tuesday, then I'm off 3 days, and then I work the weekend. And then after that, I think I've got another short time, so I might either do more streams. Well, either do more streams or I'll be doing another like impromptu whatnot show just to have a little bit of money coming in while I'm not at my lovely pharmacy job, but whatever. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me for today. I do want to thank those who stopped by and watched, like Tumsy here. Appreciate you. Sorry if what I was talking about was a little bit of a downer. If you do celebrate Easter, hope you have a happy Easter. For everyone else, hope you enjoyed your day. I was gonna say something bad about the little orange guy, but I'll leave it. I don't know. There's talks about if he was doing okay or not and being in the hospital. The worst of me wants to say, fingers crossed that the worst happens, but it'd be the best. But no, never mind. I'll talk to you later. Take care.